Gastrulation is a highly coordinated cell movement, or you can say tissue movement, in which the three germ layers of the organism or the growing embryo are formed. These three germ layers are the ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm. The outer one, the outer layer of cells is the ectoderm, the middle one is the mesoderm and the inner layer of cells is the endoderm. So what happens? The endoderm or the mesoderm, which are going to form the inner lining, they come towards the embryo, and the ectoderm, which is going to form the skin and the nervous tissue, they are present on the outer side. So what is going to happen? This gastrulation process is going to form three germ layers, that is ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm. And how these germ layers are formed? This is formed by the highly coordinated cell and tissue movements, which are going to lay the foundation of a multi-layered structure of an organism. So what is going to happen? The cells are going to move, and these movements in which the cells move in a definite fashion, we call it as gastrulation movements. These are the types of gastrulation movements. We have invagination, involution, ingression, delamination and epivolley. So when we are going to study these types, we'll discuss how the cell movement is taking place so that these three germ layers are formed. Let's begin with the first type, that is invagination. As you can read the definition, it is invagination means, this term means enfolding of cell sheet into embryo. So how are we going to draw this? You all know that this gastrulation process takes place after cleavage. When blastula is formed after cleavage, that blastula cells are going to move in a definite fashion, which is going to form these three germ layers. So that movements, these are the type of movements which I have written. This is first is the invagination, which is enfolding of cell sheet into an embryo. So how we are going to show it? If I have to show a few cells, and these cells, according to the definition, they are going to move into the embryo, means there will be an enfolding of the cells. So supposingly this is how I am showing this. What will be the enfolding of cell sheet into the embryo? These cells are going to enfold into this embryo. So they are going to enfold in such a way. So we'll show the cells now like this, and there will be an enfolding of cell sheet into the embryo, as you can see. So this type of movement is known as invagination, in which there is enfolding of the cell sheet into this embryo. This type of movement, gastrulation movement, is seen in case of, let's write an example for this also. This is seen in case of sea urchins during the formation of their endoderm. So when the endodermal germ layer is formed, in sea urchins, the movement of cells is this sort of invagination, in which the enfolding of cell sheet is in the embryo. So this is how the cells are going to enfold. Okay. So next type of movement, let's move on to involution, that is interning of cell sheet over the basal surface of an outer layer. So this is the basal surface. So what is going to happen? The cell sheet is going to intern. Let's draw this one also. What is involution? We have a cell layer. There are a few cells which I am going to draw. As you can see, what is going to happen? Here, the interning of cell sheet over the basal surface of an outer layer. So this is how they are going to intern, right? This is how I am going to show these cells. So interning of the cell sheet over the basal surface of an outer layer. So herein you can show the cells. This I am showing the nucleus of the cells. So this type of movement is known as involution. So if I have to draw it in this case, I can show it with the help of arrows. Now these are moving in this direction, right? So you can show it with the help of an arrows, that how the cells are going to intern over the basal surface of an outer layer. So this type of movement of cells is termed as involution, and this is how this movement takes place. And the example for this is, this takes place in case of amphibians, while the mesoderm is formed. Okay, so involution is the interning of cell sheet over the basal surface. As you can see, this type of movement is seen in case of amphibians, wherein the mesoderm layer of the embryo is formed. So we have discussed so far these two gastrulation movements. You can make out what is the difference. In invagination, we have drawn that the cells are enfolding, right? But in this, there is an overlapping of this cell over this basal cell sheet. Okay, so this is sort of overlapping, that is involution. So these are the type of movements which you see, and remember that in different organisms you can see different types of gastrulation movements at different stages. In case of sea urchins, when the endoderm layer is formed, we can see the movement, that is invagination. When we talk about involution, you can see this type of movement in amphibians when this mesoderm layer is formed. Next type of movement is ingression. Okay, ingression is the migration of individual cells into embryo. So this is very simple to draw. You have these cells. So as it is a migration of individual cells into the embryo, so what is going to happen? Individual cells are going to come and enter into the embryo. So we can also say that maybe these are some sort of different cells. So individual cells are going to enter into the embryo. So I can show it like this. This type of movement of cells is known as an ingression, that is migration of individual cells into embryo, and this type of movement is seen in case of sea urchin only, but during the formation of mesoderm. So I am citing examples here just to convey you that these are the broadly classified types of gastrulation movements. Each organism can show different type of movements. They can also show a combination of these movements. So in case of sea urchin, when the endoderm is formed, it is going to show invagination. The type of movement is invagination. And when we talk about the case of amphibians, the mesoderm is formed by a movement termed as involution. And when we talk about sea urchins mesoderm formation, then the movement is the type of ingression, that is migration of individual cells into the embryo. Next we move on to the next type of gastrulation movement, that is delamination. What is it? Delamination is splitting or migration of one sheet into two sheets. So let's see, when I will draw, you'll have a more clear idea of what delamination is. Let's draw this delamination. So in this case, we have cells. And these cells, there are many cells obviously. So what is actually this conveying? Splitting or migration of one sheet into two sheets. So here I have another sheet of cells, and the movement is somewhat in this direction. Okay, we'll show the arrows like this. So this type of movement, that is splitting or migration of one sheet into two sheets. This can be splitting also, or this can be migration also. I mean, the cells have moved, and this migration of one sheet into two sheets is known as delamination. Now let's see in which type of organism this type of gastrulation movement is seen. This type of gastrulation movement is seen in case of mammals and birds. I am just citing a few examples so that you have an idea of what type of movements are seen in different organisms. Remember, delamination is splitting or migration of one sheet into two sheets. So you will show it like this. This type of movement is shown like this. This is delamination. So we have discussed till now 4 types of gastrulation movements: invagination, involution, ingression and delamination. By looking at these diagrams, you can make out what is the difference between these 4. Now let's move on to the next type of gastrulation movement, that is epivoly. It is expansion of one cell sheet over other cells. So I hope that by reading this, you will be able to have an idea of what this type of movement is going to be. So in this case, what happened? We had an infolding of cell sheet. In this case, we had interning of cell sheet. enfolding, interning. In this case, we had migration of individual cells into the embryo, and in this case, we had splitting or migration of one sheet into two sheets. Now, we have to show expansion of one cell sheet over other cells. So, expansion of one cell sheet over other cells. How will we show it? We will show it in a way. Here is the layer of cells. We are going to draw this layer of cells in this way. Okay, a nucleus, again, it's very important. Next, what is going to happen? This is a layer of cells, and here also we have a layer of cells, another layer of cells. And now what is going to be the movement? How this movement is going to take place, we'll show it with the help of an arrow. Expansion of one cell sheet over other cells. It means this cell sheet has expanded over other cells. So I'll show it with the help of an arrow like this. This is how we are showing expansion of one cell sheet over other cells. So these are the 5 main types of gastrulation movements, means how the cells of the blastula are going to show movements to form the base or to set the stage of a multi-layered organism. We have invagination, involution, ingression, delamination, epiboly. You can make out from the diagrams we have made that how these movements are entirely different from each other. In this case, this is an enfolding. In this case, there is an interning of cell sheet over this basal surface of the cells. In this case, these individual cells are just migrating inside the embryo. And in this case, there is splitting. The cells can split also, or they can migrate also, and this is how you will show this type of movement, delamination. Okay, and then we have epiboly. It is expansion of one cell sheet over other cells. This is how the cells are going to expand. So why I have explained you this gastrulation movement, this is very important to study when you are going to study how actually the tissues and organs are going to be formed in the organism from that blastula. Okay, so blastula has numerous cells, and in that blastula there are going to be coordinated movements, and these coordinated movements are the gastrulation movements, and I have given you 5 types of gastrulation movements. So different types of movements are going to take place in different type of organisms. There can be combination of movements also. So this is how the cell movement takes place in a highly coordinated fashion. So this is going to set the stage for the formation of 3 germ layers, that is ectoderm, the outer one, mesoderm, the interstitial or the middle one, and endoderm, that is the inner one. So ectoderm is the outer one, mesoderm is the middle one, and endoderm is the inner one. So these movements are going to set the stage of a multi-layered structure of an organism. So this is a very important process, and these type of movements are responsible for the formation of these 3 germ layers.